Hello dear friends, myself Professor Kodde Rishikesh and you are watching BSc Botany Studies Classes channel. In this video we will be discussing the continuation of our previous topic, that is seed dormancy and seed germination. In previous part we have discussed about different types of seed dormancy. Today we are going to discuss about which are the method are applicable to break this seed dormancy. Means what? Whenever seed generally forms, these seeds are new. Normally what happens, these seeds undergoes the process or germination and result into the formation of beautiful seedling which produces root, stem and leaf structure. These seedlings are product of germination process from normal seed, but generally what happen, these seeds undergoes the process of maturation. Please listen carefully. These seeds, if undergoes the process of maturation, result into the formation of dormant seed. These dormant seeds we have seen, we have discussed about this dormant seed in our definition and we have seen the concept. You can check those videos. We have discussed about what is dormancy actually. We also have seen the types of seed dormancy, which are the different types: external, internal, double dormancy and secondary dormancy in detail. This seed dormancy causes seed to go in a pause condition. We have to apply some external method. Here, after applying the method, which can break the seed dormancy and which will result into the formation of seedling. What is important for us is this seedling, because in agricultural point of view, if there is no seedling, if there is no agricultural growth, what you can having is only dormant seed which will be of no use. To treat this seed, we have to apply some methods to break this seed dormancy, which is the topic of our discussion. There are several different methods where after application of this method you can break this seed dormancy. So to break of seed dormancy means actually what? You are breaking the seed dormancy means you are actually inducing an embryo. Remember this. You are breaking seed dormancy means actually what? You are inducing an embryo to give rises the seedling, as well as to induce the embryo is one thing. You are promoting or activating the hormones which are promotive in seed germination process, as well as you are decreasing the hormones which are suppressive in seed germination process. So what I am trying to tell you here, you will be able to understand once you see the different methods which can be applicable here. So let's discuss which methods are used for seed dormancy breaking by one. So the point I have written on the board is that the methods to break this seed dormancy. Mainly the method includes the treatment. This method includes treatments where we are physically treating the seed to lose their dormancy, then only they can undergo the germination. So there are three main major methods. I will highlight them in a detail. I am just making a list. Which are these three methods? First of all, the first method is to overcome this seed dormancy is stratification method. The second method is scarification method, and third method is something which we apply in our general laboratory. In this laboratory method there will be 7 to 8 different methods. In stratification and scarification there is a difference. We will discuss each and every method one by one. So let's discuss first the stratification method. So the point I have written is stratification method. This stratification method is the method in which you are treating of seed by low temperature. So which is the range of low temperature? Generally around 1 to 5 degrees Celsius. Please remember this. In stratification, we are treating the seed by low temperature, especially by using refrigerator. In our refrigerator, there are two sections. One is normal refrigerator section and another is a deep freeze section where you will find ice formation. But we are not putting our seed in that deep freeze section. Here, in stratification, generally we apply the temperature of 1 to 5 degrees Celsius. But the point is important here to remember that not all seed from all species are treated by this stratification method. There are several plant species who are normally growing in area where ice fall generally takes place. For example, the photograph is indicating beautiful plant. Apple seeds are generally require this stratification treatment method, otherwise these seeds will not germinate. What happens when you bring the seed of apple in your area, for example in Karnataka, Maharashtra, where normal temperature is 24 to 36 degrees Celsius, in between those range, those seeds unable to germinate at that area. That's why we not able to see these apple seeds in other regions other than Kashmir region. So if you treat those seeds by this stratification method, definitely you will find the germination of apple seed can take place. It was just one example. There are many other examples. So stratification involve the chilling treatment, or you can say the cool temperature or less temperature treatment. You can do this practice by using refrigerator or by using outdoor practice also whenever you find the temperature of the environment is below 6 degrees Celsius. In winter generally it happens. So in stratification these points are important to remember. Now let's discuss about the next process of or next method of seed dormancy breaking, that is scarification. It is different from the stratification method. So friends, second point I have written here is a scarification method to break the seed dormancy. In this scarification method we generally treat the seed especially to remove or to make loose their seed coat. What happen actually is that in seed dormancy you have seen external seed dormancy, internal seed dormancy, where the external type of seed dormancy include mainly the seed coat is making the problem. In scarification process you are especially treating the seed for their seed coat. This seed coat, if after making permeable to the water, then only seed can undergo the germination. In scarification process, you have to handle the seed physically by your hands. You have to apply two sub methods. One is mechanical method for treating the seed coat. In mechanical method, generally you use sharp instrument to lose the seed coat. Means this is the seed by front view. If you see from side view, you will find there is a slit between two seed coats. You are making the seed coat loosen in such a way that these seeds are capable to take water inside. Once water get inside, then embryo can be induced for the germination. Once water come inside, various metabolic changes happens. We will discuss about these metabolic changes in our later section. Here just remember, mechanically you are losing the seed coat. After losing the seed coat, then only the seeds can undergo the germination by mechanically or by using chemicals. By using chemicals, which chemicals? Generally chemicals are used here are dilute acids. Depends upon the seed. If seed coat is very hard, then you will have to apply the concentrated acid for their treatment. If seed coat is not that much hard, you can go for dilute acids. Acids such as H2SO4 acid can be used for treatment where you are losing the seed coat. Once this seed coat get loosened, then water entry can happen and seed can undergo the germination. Once seed undergoes the germination, you will find the seedling is growing. But in scarification, the seed coat is treatment to the seed coat is important factor. In stratification, we have seen the temperature involvement is essential. So we have seen two different methods. Let's discuss about the third, which is the laboratory method of seed dormancy breaking. Okay. Thiourea, alternate temperature, light, acid. So friends, we are talking here about the third method, which is a laboratory method for treatment of seed to break their seed dormancy. In this technique, we are using some various different ideas to break the seed dormancy. But remember, these ideas will vary according to the species to species, which is very important to remember. You cannot treat any seed by any method. There are selective technique for selective seeds. So in laboratory technique, you can use the temperature alternation. Means you can alternate the temperature for seed. For example, you can use hot water and normal water. Hot water and normal water, you put the seed in hot water for 12 hours, then again put that seed into normal water for 12 hours, then again put this seed in the hot water for 12 hours. The cycling between this hot water and cool water will affect on the seed coat, which make the seed coat to act as a permeable for the water. So it was the one technique by alternating the temperature. The another technique is by using light. So how the light can play effective role upon seed germination? Please remember, there are different photoreceptors present inside the seed. These photoreceptors are such as phytochrome. You must have studied about the phytochrome, cryptochrome. There are various photoreceptors who are giving or acting as a sensor for the plant for light fluctuation. So if you use the light more than 1200 lux with different wavelength variability, means if light is almost 600 nanometer wavelength, it is red light. If light is almost 400 nanometer wavelength, it is blue light. Fluctuate the light between different wavelengths, but remember, keep the light intensity around 1200 lux. So the seeds will get biochemically active inside, because light penetrates. If wavelength of light is very small, then it is definitely penetrating the seed coat. So the seed coat can be treated externally, but at internal side, by treatment of light, you are treating the seed. Here you are inducing the internal metabolic changes. So one was the temperature, another is the light, and third includes various different chemicals. Which are the different chemicals? Chemicals such as hydrogen peroxide. You know very well about hydrogen peroxide in antiseptic practice. These hydrogen peroxide are used. This hydrogen peroxide generally oxidize the seed coat, which makes the seed coat loosen. So once seed coat get loosen, water inside entry it can take place and seed can undergo the germination. Likewise, you can treat the seed by potassium nitrate solution. This potassium nitrate also shows the positive effect upon the seed germination. Why? Because this potassium nitrate also dissolves somewhat the seed coat, such as thiourea nitrate also available in market, which is used generally for treatment of the seed. So I am highlighting various chemicals. There is a huge list of chemical available in laboratory practice, but I am highlighting the chemical which is you have to remember in order to write in exam. because these are the chemicals which are generally available in market easily, cheaply. So for seed treatment, why we are treating the seed, which is very important to remember, because we want to germinate those seeds, we want to product from the seed. So we have seen 3 different laboratory scarification and stratification, different methods to overcome the seed dormancy. Once seed dormancy overcomes, seedling formation definitely will take place. For seedling formation, germination process has to take place. In next lecture, we will be discussing about which are these metabolic changes are actually taking place inside the seed so that seed undergoes the germination. Which are the hormones play a significant role is also the important point. So stay tuned, you will get very much informative information during this lecture. So please don't forget to subscribe this channel. We will meet in next part. Thank you for your time. Bye.